when he had the measles, the mumps, and the chicken pox, and he got over them.
Well, he's married now.
He'll get over that.
Wow. Wow. Welcome back to the channel, guys. If you're new, my name is Mike, and today we are continuing the Burnett show. This is part 3. It's going to contain 8, 9, and 10 of the first season. I gotta tell you guys, I am blown away by the support and just the comments that you guys have left on the first video. I really do appreciate you guys filling me in on just kind of people and just references that I don't get and stuff like that. But also just kind of learning new things and that type of stuff when it comes to the people that are introduced in these shows, because it is, from what I understand, it is kind of like a Tonight Show, or basically anybody who is anybody gets invited on this show. So basically famous people, but also kind of less famous people, just because of Burnett and just anyone that, you know, can make you laugh. So it's very interesting to see. I do know who Phyllis Diller is now, thanks to you guys' comments as well. And to be honest, I actually have heard her voice. I just don't know what from. It would be from her much later works, you know, most likely that I know her from, but I just can't place it to where, you know, I know from personal experience where she's from, but the voice does sound familiar, and stuff like that. So I don't know where I would have heard her, you know, her voice before, but I'm still trying to figure that out. But you guys did tell me that, you know, she was a famous comedian and did raunchy stuff for the time, and that sort of stuff. So, but I'm really enjoying that stuff, and I can actually see that, you know, her comedic style and stuff and that type of stuff would actually be kind of raunchy for the time, like you guys have said. But I do appreciate the comments and stuff. With that being, you know, in that stuff, surprisingly, my dad, when he got wind that I was actually doing this show on the channel, he actually got a little bit interested. My folks are supportive of what I do here on YouTube, but to have that level of interest just in the show, and he was basically showing me a skit on the Burnett show, and it was about an elephant. Now, I don't know what season that's going to be, but I can't wait to get to that one, because that skit lasts for about 4 minutes, and it's about elephants and something like that. So it was kind of cool that me and him got to share that moment when he got interested in me actually doing the Burnett show. So I just think it's kind of cool that, you know, my folks kind of took a special interest in the show that I'm doing right now for the channel, and that sort of thing. So thank you guys for that, because it kind of gave me something to bond over with my folks about. So thank you for recommending the show. But without any further ado, guys, I've talked long enough. Let's just get right into the next part. Part 3, 8, 9, and 10.
Enjoy being TV's new sex symbol.
Did you hear him?
Yeah.
Isn't that divine? That's
Male or female?
Male or female? That's what I heard. The cameraman said that.
Such a smart mouth. How come you don't fire him?
He's such a smart mouth. Why don't you fire? That was good. You're not gonna top that. You are not gonna top that. It was smart to cut it right there. That's why I love these random questions from the audience.
The television program that moves its cameras all over the country in search of interesting people. And we will continue to do so until we find one.
I wonder what the qualifications are. Ooh.
Do you mind if I ask you a few questions about nudism?
I have nothing to hide.
I can see that.
Oh, well, I'm single, but I have a boyfriend here.
Oh? Do you go steady?
No, but we see a lot of each other. Oh, well, it's run very democratically. Every season we hold elections. Our president right now is a Mr. Johnson.
You have a president named Johnson?
Uh-huh, and his wife's called Nudie Bird.
Do you have any kind of a motto or slogan?
Oh, no, but we have a camp song.
Oh, what's it called?
On a clear day, you can see forever. We have movies, parties, dances.
Dances? How do nudists dance?
Cheek to cheek.
Cheek.
Oh, well, my parents are in favor of it. In fact, nudism brought my mother and my father together. My mother was a nudist.
And what was your father?
A policeman.
I don't think I get that one. That's why it took me a minute, but that's okay. Don't explain it to me if it's gonna get you guys in trouble. I don't want to get you guys in trouble with YouTube or anything like that.
I feel pretty. Oh, I'm pretty. Yes, I'm pretty. I'm cute. Yes, I'm pretty.
What are you doing? Mr. Martin will be here any minute.
Well, I certainly hope so. I'm not doing this for you.
Good morning to you, Miss Lamont. Why, don't we look pretty today?
I just love you in that suit.
I know, that's why I wore it. Here's a copy of the Acme report, the Wellesley survey, and the Michaels account. Have 16 copies made of each. Then I want you to pull the Webster and Dickerson files, bring them up to date.
Yes,
then
sir.
get in touch with Mr. Rivers at the bank over our gross income from 56 through 67, and then get me Jackson at the main plant.
Yes, sir.
Could you get me some coffee, please?
Oh, well, I'd just love to, Mr. Martin.
No sugar.
You're sweet enough as it is.
Simpson,
Yes.
have you started on the...
I do love. That is funny though. I do like that. That's kind of weird. Weird but funny.
wrong with your eyes?
Why, no. Oh, there is now.
What was that?
My contact lenses popped out. Just don't be careful.
Oh, that's terrible.
I can see where this is going.
Never mind, I have some glasses around here somewhere.
It didn't go the way that I thought it was gonna go.
Hey, Miss Lamont, I don't know what I'd do without you.
Mind your own business, Mr. Magoo.
It went to a certain position.
Hi.
Hope you're not busy. I just wanted to tell you this coffee is yum yum.
Really, this coffee is yum yum.
If you had to work for a living, you'd starve to death.
Well, I'd still look better than you do.
Wonder if you would sharpen this pencil for me.
Ooh. You know, we could save some time if I ordered an electric pencil sharpener.
You do and I'll fire you.
You doing that value?
See that I'm not disturbed.
Yes, sir.
Simpson, say that I'm not disturbed. I'm Mrs. Martin.
His wife.
The Mrs. Martin.
Wow, she is giddy with joy.
Oh, no, it'll be a real jolly surprise.
Although she didn't think about how this would backfire on her.
Lovely day today, and whatever you're going to do. Bye, Mrs. Martin, and come back just any time. It's been a pleasure seeing you. Ta-ta!
Simpson, bring those files into my office, please.
Yes, sir.
I'm surprised he didn't do anything to Simpson.
Even pretty girl
in that mirror there. Oh,
Sister!
Well, she's dead.
And sweetheart, love of my life, for dessert I have baked with my own little hands.
Blech! This coffee is terrible. You call yourself a cook? You're nothing, a big fat zero. That goes for your mother, too.
It goes for your mother, too.
The next evening.
I like that.
Serves you right, big mouth.
What did she serve him? Arsenic? Although arsenic is kind of a slow, painful killer, so it wasn't arsenic.
Welcome aboard French Airlines non-stop flagship, direct from New York to gay Paris. Would the gentlemen please fasten their safety belts while I am taking off? We will present the naughty French review, Les Nudes de Paris. Is this any way to run an airline?
It is one way to run an airline.
This is your captain dancing. For your information.
For your information.
We will be flying at an altitude of 30,000 feet.
Of course, I will be flying much higher.
I like that she kept it going, the dance, that is.
Though I close my eyes, I see la vie rose, rose as blue.
She's like playing matchmaker. He's like, what about me? It's like, what the hell?
Oh, what would you like? Coffee, tea, or me?
Coffee, tea, or me?
Flight number 1.
That's 3.
In case of any trouble during the flight, don't worry. We got emergency door right here. We will proceed directly from here to the repair shop. And now I would like you should meet driver of airplane.
This ought to be good.
Most decorated hero of World War II. Didn't get captured till second day. It's time to contact the control tower, eh? Ready for takeoff!
I think I would enjoy the other airline.
We now take off for Budapest, Belgrade, and Warsaw.
How long before we get to Warsaw?
Maybe a week.
A week?
Who's in a hurry to get to Poland?
Proud bird with the broken tail.
And a rubber chicken at that.
This is champagne flight.
And they're gonna have to share it.
Here. Pass it among you.
Here, hold this.
I don't think so.
Hey, pay attention. This is your in-flight entertainment.
No, I have better things to do.
Here they go. I'm so glad we had this time together.
I really like that dress. Do you dye your hair?
That's all the time we have for questions now.
I think that's what she said.
When you pull your ear, is that something to your grandmother?
Yes, it is.
Okay. That's the answer that I was looking for.
I got my first job, and I called my grandmother, and I told her I was going to be on television and to be sure and watch. And she said, well, say hello to me. We worked out the signal of pulling the left earlobe. My kid sister said, well, why don't you say hello to me? So this became hello to my kid sister. But my cousin wanted me to say hello to her, and this became hello to my cousin.
So it's kind of confusing at times because you can get them mixed up.
That was where I had my first job. I was an usherette when that was Warner Brothers Theater. And I would stand in the amber spotlight and say, aisle 2, straight ahead of the stairway to your...
I don't think there's ushers anymore. Or anyone that takes the tickets at the movie theaters anymore.
When are you going to have Robert Goulet on?
He was booked to be on our show, but unfortunately for us, and fortunately for Mr. Goulet, he's going to be in a Broadway show, so he won't be on this season.
Mr. Goulet, I've heard of.
Am I going to do any personal appearances? Well, between shows, I go out in the hall. And, do I like mini skirts? I love mini skirts. It's so I love the opportunity to wear them because when I was a kid, we were in bustles. What do you think a bustle is?
What I think it is like the thing from the basically what you see in those 17th century or 1800s. Or Tarzan.
Presents Gone with the Breeze.
I'm probably not gonna get this because I haven't seen Gone with the Wind.
Wish to express their sincere thanks to the Civil War, without which this picture never could have been made.
Scarlet O Fever!
Scarlet O Fever.
We missed you around here! Nice catch. Who won?
The North.
I'm free! I'm free!
Uncle Ben, you're not a slave.
Now he tells me.
There were a lot of young fellas who were afraid to fight. My company got paid plenty for shipping them cowards out of the country.
Who's your company called?
Chicken Delight. Where's Miss Scarlet? I've come back for her.
Got something terrible to tell you about her. Something terrible.
And what would that be?
Miss Scarlet is weird.
We already knew that.
I better run. The house looks broken.
I've come back.
And I'm glad he did.
I can offer you everything. I've got money and power. I can offer you everything.
I'm the first lady of Tarara. Do you hear me? They call me Looney Bird.
That was good. I like the eyes when they go big.
Be my beautiful Tarara.
She does sound like a cuckoo bird.
What's so funny?
Nothing. You just have a catchy laugh.
He even noticed it.
Well, looky who's here. This is one of my dearest beaux of all time. Ashley Famous.
Actually famous.
Now you're looking thin, Ashley.
Thin? I can hardly see him.
Gun down, you hear?
What gun?
Ashley's extremely jealous of me, and he's gonna shoot you.
Did I hit him? I hit him. How is he?
You don't already know?
He's gone.
Good timing.
Uncle Ben, bring in some wine. Uncle Ben, bring in the wine.
He's now dead too. Oh no, he's not.
Well, that's all right. I better dash back to the kitchen.
While you're in the kitchen, put on some rice, Uncle Ben.
Don't get the joke.
Here is to Ashley Famous. Sweep me off my feet. Oh, I love it. Oh, just sweep me off my feet. Feels comfortable on the sofa.
You're sick. You're plumb out of your gourd.
Out of my gourd? Sick? Why, I never felt better in my life. See how cheerful I am?
Either you come away with me now, or I'm gonna leave alone.
I don't need double tacky northerner, southerner like you. I just do anything I want to. I don't need you anyway.
Would have been funnier if they would have done a wider shot. That way you could actually see that twist, her twisting back and forth.
Anyway, because this place goes down forever.
Should really be titled Roger insists, because it's about the time Roger's sister, Mimi, paid us a visit all the way from New York. Well, if you think Roger had trouble with my sister...
He's got trouble with his own sister, then. What you're saying.
Does it still hurt, Roger?
Leave me alone, Chris. Don't worry about me. Don't even talk to me.
It's okay. It wasn't your fault.
Of course not. Lots of people leave banana peels in the shower. Better be. You know, I've only got $20,000 worth of life insurance. The way you eat, that won't last a month.
That's very, very low. At least in today's standards.
Why don't you say she'll be rid of me? I'll get married.
Yeah, I got just the man for you.
Who?
The Jolly Green Giant. Gosh, you know, I haven't seen Mimi since our wedding.
Yeah, it's the only time I ever met her. She didn't seem too thrilled.
I hope Carol likes your sister as much as you like her sister.
That's a rotten thing to say.
Just the look of disapproval. Or not disapproval, but just the look.
Mimi! My baby brother. I heard you broke your leg. I started packing.
Honey, it's not broken. It's just a bad sprain.
Mimi, I'd like you to meet my sister, Christine. Hello.
You visiting or you live here permanently?
With us till she, till he grows up and gets married.
Permanently. Don't worry about me. It's you who has the broken leg.
It's not broken, dear. It's just a sprain.
I'll take a look at it in a minute.
My doctor already did.
You can always get another opinion.
Yep. That is true. I would always like to have a second opinion on things.
Chrissy, would you put on some coffee, please,
Sure,
honey?
Carol. Not for me now. I don't want to be a bother.
Really, it's no bother.
All right, then make mine espresso.
I don't drink coffee, so I don't know kind of the difference between how much more difficult is it to make espresso.
He slipped on a banana peel in the shower.
You're in agony? She makes jokes.
She doesn't believe it. Wow.
Honey, please leave my...
I knew it. I knew it the minute I walked in. I could tell he was in pain.
He wasn't a minute ago.
Oh, I can tell when he's not well. I'm his sister.
I'm his wife.
Blood is thicker than water. Call Dr. Goodwin.
Who's Dr. Goodwin?
His pediatrician.
Well, I made reservations for you, Mimi, at a lovely hotel.
Mimi, sweetheart, we want you to stay here. We don't have the room.
Who needs room? I'll sleep on the floor next to your bed. I did it when he had the measles, the mumps, and the chicken pox, and he got over them.
Well, he's married now.
He'll get over that.
Wow. Wow.
I don't need 24-hour nursing care.
That is so sweet, though, that she wouldn't leave his side for 24 hours.
Chris!
That makes it even. She's done it twice, he's done it twice.
But could we have the lights up a little bit, bump up the light? Oh, you're beautiful. Look at you.
Instead of gorgeous.
Raise your hands and I'll answer as honestly as I can because I was once a Girl Scout.
Yeah.
You want to know what I thought of the pop music nowadays and the boys with long hair? I like the pop music very much, and I think I like the boys better with short hair so I could tell the difference.
Yeah.
How did I get my start? My mother met my father.
That's all.
Oh, what guests are we going to have? Well, tonight we have two great ladies, Juliet Prowse and Martha Raye.
I've heard of Martha Raye. I haven't heard of Juliet Prowse, I think she said.
Martha and I measured mouths, and she measured from the bottom of our top teeth to the top of our bottom teeth, like that, and we opened them as long as... Juliet Prowse's mouth is bigger.
Kind of like a big mouth.
Oh, boy, was she miserable. How do you get started in TV when you're 12 years old? Come on up. Come on.
That's brave. To even offer it, but also to do it in the first place.
This is Cindy. What's your last name? Cohen. Cindy Cohen. You want to be on television?
Cindy Cohen, I've heard of that name. But it's probably not the Cindy Cohen that I'm thinking of.
You sing?
No.
You dance?
No.
Do you do anything?
You'll make it.
Fake it until you make it. Bon voyage.
It'll be so nice to get away from all that noise and crime and violence. It's not easy being a school teacher.
Yeah, it is not actually easy being a school teacher, though. All jokes aside.
Got everything? Yes, I have my seasickness pills, my indigestion pills, and my tranquilizers.
It looks like hot sauce to me. I was gonna say something along the lines of hot sauce, but... Why is everything so blue? Everything is always so blue.
Oh, you must be my roomie. Tilly's my name.
Emily Pickett.
Aren't you forgetting something, Signorina?
Whoops, so I am.
Grazie.
That was more for her than for him.
How are you, dear?
What kind of work do you do?
I'm a topless waitress.
Well, I never.
Yeah, I would have never thought of that myself.
This ship is safe, isn't it?
Last year I almost got pneumonia.
How?
We hit an iceberg.
Iceberg! Oh!
The ship started to sink, and I got in the first lifeboat. Just me and the captain.
All I want is a nice, restful voyage.
Well, you took the wrong ship, honey. The SS Parmesan that really swings. What a doo-doo.
Parmesan.
I'm sorry, but I don't drink, smoke, or consort with men.
You should have taken the good ship Lollipop.
Well, be that as it may, I intend to sleep for 12 hours and rest the other 12.
I had this very same stateroom last year. It's right next to the crew's quarters. Hey, compadre! This is Tilly.
Trying to take a nap.
Oh, I'm sorry. You go to Betty Bye and close your little bitty eyes.
Yeah, it was funny.
How do I get my bunk down?
This ought to be good.
Mamma mia.
Why do you have to sing during it?
Here it is.
I thought she had plenty of headroom, actually.
Oh, good. I didn't wake her.
What is that odor?
It's my own blend. Olive oil and vinegar. It drives the Italian sailors just wild. Just wild.
Buongiorno.
In her case, it works.
I have reached a decision.
What decision is that?
It isn't big enough for the two of us, and you're gonna have to leave.
How?
Karate. Ha! Lucky for you, I only had 3 lessons. I'm going forthwith to the purser and have my cabin changed.
I'm going forthward to the pasture and everything. Now the party can begin.
I did not expect it to end there, to be honest with you. I did not. I thought there was going to be more to that one.
There are certain people who do have this ability to see into the future.
Oh, nonsense. This you have to prove to me with mine eyes and my ears. I want to see it in here. Call her up, tell her to come over here, and show me that she has...
All right,
call her up.
phone her.
You wanted to see me?
May I introduce?
Dr. Herman Hoffman.
He's
well-known psychiatrist and foot doctor.
That's amazing.
I knew I'd love your beard. Oh, thank you. I don't mind if I do.
Please sit down. You see what I mean, Herman?
I don't see anything.
I don't see anything.
How do I know who's going to be president in 1968? Forget it. It'll only depress you.
But it can't be worse than the Great Depression. Bad joke, bad joke.
She's a witch. What do you think of that?
I think it's nonsense and a ridiculous waste of time.
What is important to him?
Cold water will take those stains out. That's not a nice thing to say.
Be careful what you're doing, you stupid lummox.
She should do stuff that he's, that he cares about. That way he starts believing in it.
I warned Elizabeth Taylor her marriage wouldn't work. I warned her in 53, 55, 58.
I know the name, I just don't know why they're referencing it.
I'm going to be on my honeymoon.
Oh, and who's the lucky man?
You.
Me.
We're going to be absolutely crazy about Hans, Fritz, and Adolf.
Who are they?
Our triplets.
Our triplets?
We'll tomorrow morning in the accident ward of General Hospital.
We will not, I
Never mind, I'll drive him. He fell into my convertible.
That was good. So they put VIP in the back of the show instead of the front of the show.
Tonight we will visit with Linda Bird, the daughter of Lady Bird. The Birds live in this sanctuary, and this is where Linda Bird recently announced her engagement to a young Marine captain.
Here comes the bride! Catchy too!
It is kind of catchy, actually.
Your wedding is a month away. Why are you wearing your wedding dress tonight?
Listen, honey, when I hear them sing Here Comes the Bride, I'm going to be ready.
Thank you for zooming in just a bit, because that was making me a little bit uncomfortable.
Was George, the movie star, very upset?
Well, when I broke up with him, there was a lot of tears.
From George?
No, from his press agent.
What does your father think of Captain Rob?
Oh, he treats Charles just like one of the family.
Really?
Mm-hmm. He keeps calling him Charlie Bird.
And what did he call George?
Well, he called George.
Mama!
Mama! What do you want? Have you ever heard a voice like Mama, where are we going on our honeymoon?
None of your business.
She should try the Big Bang Theory's mother and just compare the two. Howard's mother, to be more specific.
Where is your mother now?
Oh, she's busy wasting her time.
What is she doing?
Writing Daddy's re-election speech.
I was going to say something, but I'm not going to.
Who are some of the people you're inviting?
Well, all the real important Democrats like Vice President Humphrey, Senator Mansfield, and Governor Romney.
Well, Governor Romney is a Republican.
He is now, but Daddy's having him brainwashed.
I do like the hat and the veil on top of the hat.
I'm so glad we had this time together.
Alright, that was episode 8, 9, and 10 of the Cara Burnett show. Excuse me, guys, I lost my train of thought there for half a second. And also, I'm also detoured. Yes, I know this shirt is covered in dog hair. I was just petting the dogs, taking a short break, so please excuse that. I have dogs that just have white hair, so I picked the wrong day to wear a black shirt. Anyway, I really liked episode 8, 9, and 10. I think my favorite probably was episode 9 and just the Western. The Civil War stuff, which is based off of the Civil War and just kind of where they took it. I really did like that skit a whole lot. I did like the whole almost said Roger's sister, but yeah, Roger's sister, right? When I said that, I was thinking of Raj from The Big Bang Theory. Anyway, as you can tell, I'm all over the place. But anyway, Raj's sister Mimi, I just kind of find it weird that she called him honey and stuff like that. It was just kind of weird, that sort of thing. It was funny, but still, just kind of weird. I really like that joke at the end, with the sister about, well, he's married to me now, and that sort of thing. So that was kind of funny. And she basically, I don't know what she said exactly, but it was kind of like, just for now he is, or he'll grow out of that phase or whatever it is, because it was almost kind of like a overprotective mother instead of a sister type situation. I've never actually ran into that where the sister is kind of being like overprotective helicopter mom parent type of thing. You don't see that. You do see that, the parents being overprotective with their kids, and that's what we call the helicopter parent. I've never seen his sister take on that role. Well, I have seen his sister take on that role, but not to basically helicopter parent status, so to speak. I want to talk about Elizabeth Taylor while it's on my mind for just a second. I did just kind of skimmed her Wikipedia page, and it just turns out that she was an actor, but she was also married 7 times and twice to the same guy, which is kind of interesting. I've never known somebody to basically get married to somebody, divorce, and then remarry the same person um, twice. And um, this is probably going to be a bad example, but it just kind of reminds me of this current past election that we just had this year, where we had Garfield as our president, and then he skipped basically a term and then went back to being the 24th president. So we have 22nd. He's the 22nd, and then also the 24th president. And you could say, and now you can say that same thing about Donald Trump. And that's, I'm not trying to get political on this channel. I just kind of noted that since it's happened this year, and since it's an election year. Otherwise, if I did this like a year ago or a year later, I probably wouldn't have mentioned it. Just kind of interesting to me. But Elizabeth Taylor, man, if you go to her Wikipedia page, the photo they have for her, she's a stunner in that photo. And I mean an absolute stunner in that photo. Basically, they chose a Christmas type picture for her Wikipedia picture for the moment. Just looking at that picture, you can tell that she was an absolute stunner and stuff like that. But yeah, to be married 7 different times, but to 6 guys, that was kind of unheard of back then. I bet that kind of shocked the world. I didn't read too much into her past, history or what films she's done, but I just kind of to look it up, so I kind of knew. That way, that joke made a little bit more sense to me. I also did look up Cindy Cohen. I couldn't find like a famous person named Cindy Cohen, so maybe I'm just off base, or that name's a common name or something. I don't know why I'm getting confused with. I thought I knew somebody famous that was Cindy Cohen, maybe a TV actor or a singer or something like that. So I'm not sure exactly why I'm getting that mixed up, because I thought there was somebody famous named Cindy Cohen. Nothing comes to mind. The only name that comes to mind is Cyndi Lauper, but I wouldn't get confused with Cindy Cohen, especially the last name. So I don't know why that name's ringing a bell. Anyway, that's what I have to say about that. I really enjoyed the airplane skit as well. Really liked to see. I really liked the first half of that. Just kind of their take on basically what would be a foreign airline, basically the French version of a foreign airline, and then we have the bad version. and I know I'm gonna get this wrong, so I'm gonna leave a country's name out of it because it could be several different countries. Um, but you get the other side of that, and that was kind of funny to watch, especially about arriving in uh, you know, Poland. Why do you care when we arrive in Poland? Which just made me think of something else, which I'm not gonna say on the channel. You have to probably already seen the reaction, know that I put something in there. But I just had a lot of fun with 8 being the Western, being the Civil War, and the 9 being the plain one, and I believe Roger's sister was really good. Episode 10, I liked it. I like parts of it. I did like the whole cruise ship thing, but at the same time, I kind of was kind of mad. It was in the middle for me. It basically didn't strike a chord as well as the other skits had done previously, at least for me. Um, but it was cool nonetheless to see it. I um I really like the guest star in that. I know it was another famous person, and I even mentioned action, but I've heard of that name. I just don't know what she's from, but uh but she's done a lot of stuff. Um, so even to me, I know who that is, kind of. Sort the the last skit with Lady Bird was pretty funny because I actually uh didn't expect to see Lady Bird back, but I really liked um this this skit with Lady Bird and stuff like that. If we keep getting like um characters back like Lady Bird and Shirley Dimple and stuff like that, um, which are kind of my favorite scenes, and if they continue to bring back like certain um characters and fictional character, non-fictional characters, actually no fictional. Sorry, I keep getting mixed up, but fictional characters at that. With Shirley Dimple and stuff like that, have just more to play off of. I think it's definitely up there in segments I like, and I really like it when IP stuff. So, but bottom line is, I just like it when they do IP, VIP stuff, and I really liked the segment with Lady Bird. I thought the jokes were pretty funny, actually. Um, of that. Um, Also, right before that, we had a ESP segment, and that was actually pretty good too. I did enjoy that. Although I didn't know where it was gonna go at the beginning. It wasn't the funniest thing I ever saw, but it was still kind of up there, you know. Um, I I really liked that. So, with that being said, guys, I really do enjoy the show quite a bit, especially when we get recurring or new installments in old segments of the show, and I hope that they do continue um, Carol and Sis, because I really do enjoy that. I know this is only the first season, but I'm thinking about the 10 plus years that this was on, and I don't know how they would evolve that segment. I'm already thinking ahead. And I'm already thinking about the VIP segment, how they would evolve that as well. What different stuff they could play off of, given the history that we have, that we can look back on, because our now been like 50 years since the 70s. I believe, if my math is correct, I should know that. How old my folks are, but anyway, that's neither here nor there. But anyway, I just really enjoyed these episodes more than the last set. I really enjoyed 8, 9, and 10. So I do hope that you will join me in 11, 12, and 13. Really did. I just hope that those 3 episodes are as good as these ones. But you just never know if it's gonna hold or if it's actually gonna go higher. So I'm really excited for the next 3 sets of episodes, and I can't wait to watch them. With all that being said, guys, I think that's everything I wanted to cover this video. If you do have any questions, comments, or concerns, do let me know down in the comments below. If you guys wanted to add anything about kind of the history or kind of any background about the sketches that would be useful for my knowledge, just like I mentioned at the top of this video in the introduction, please let me know down in the comments below. With that, guys, do consider commenting, and subscribing. I will see you guys next time. Thank you, guys.